to do innovation, we need to have the better idea on what is an innovation and also what is the innovation funnel. So let's talk about that now.
Okay, so I've seen, especially in Sri Lanka, this word innovation is used without context, like without knowing the exact meaning of it, right? So there's invention and there's innovation. So basically, there's a difference between these two things. So invention is it's a novel solution. It's something new that hasn't been discovered or done before, right? That's what you mean by an invention. So innovation means you need to take, it can be an invention, but after you take it to the market and adds value, then only it becomes an innovation, right? So there's a big difference between these two things. A lot of people think like innovation is invention. That's not true, right? Coming out with something new is not innovation. Innovation has a lot more than that. So for innovation to happen, you have to take that to the market. So if you take this diagram, like you can see, so there are some inventions that doesn't get realized. So basically, it can be a design, it can be a initial thing that doesn't cross over to this innovation part. And more importantly, you can see there in the innovation side, there's something called adaptive innovation. So this, if you think about it, you can see like innovation doesn't have to be 100% new thing, right? So for example, if you see like a good solution in another country, right? And if you can apply that solution to solve a problem in Sri Lanka and put it to the market so that a lot of people will get value, I mean, you can have a good impact to your country in Sri Lanka. So that becomes an innovation. One good example is like the COVID-19 test kit, Slim-Tech prepared and put into market. So it's LAMP technology. The technology is called LAMP. So that has been discovered in year 2000 by a Japanese scientist. So we didn't go and invent the LAMP technique. What we did was take the technique and we did some tweaks and we did some adjustments so that it can be used in Sri Lanka. And that you can find in the market right now. So that is an innovation, right? So basic difference between these two is invention is making something new, right? But innovation is after you make that, when you go to the market, that only becomes an innovation. So in the next we look at like how you can make an invention and innovation. So just to give you an example, so everyone knows a Hoover, right? So the Hoover, it was first called the electric suction sweeper. So that was developed by this guy, the J. Murray, right? But everyone knows it by Hoover because the guy who was the name is W.H. Hoover. He only took it to the market, right? So there's a huge difference, like inventing something and taking it to the market. So this Hoover has a lot of impact in the world, not the electric suction sweeper, right? So this is what you need to understand when it comes to Singer. So like sewing machines, everyone knows Singer, but that was first developed by this guy, Elias Hoovey, right? Right. So later, like then here, like I added some parts. So later on, Singer had to pay some royalty fees to the first guy. So we'll have a look at that part as well. So basically here, what I wanted to like highlight you, there's a huge difference between invention and an innovation, right? So what is an innovation funnel? So as I said, there's a path to cross from invention to innovation. So that funnel is called the innovation funnel. So basically in the beginning, you will have 100 ideas, right? You will have like so many ideas to solve a problem, and you will have like so many like initial products, but only a very few will come out of the other side, right? This is what you call a funnel. So there will be a lot of fundamental research, but very few will become innovation. So what's in this funnel? We'll have a look. Basically, it's like this. So you have an idea, right? So you come with your idea. It's like a crocodile's mouth, right? So because you have to ideate, then you have to define, you have to design, then you have to develop, then you have to commercialize, put it into market, then only it becomes an innovation. So that part is, it's a challenge. So any tech product, any research based product, that funnel is going through that funnel is a challenge. So you need to be prepared. So if you want to have an impact, this is not to discourage you, this is giving you the bigger picture. So if you want your solution to have an impact and some value to the world, you need to go through this tunnel. So it is challenging, but you have support and you can learn from the people who have done it in the past, right? So as I say, innovation comes from like ideas, inspiration, creativity. You need to do some analysis. There should be technology, there should be development, there should be teamwork. Like a lot of things should come together for a proper innovation to happen. So then only you will reach, I mean, you will taste the success. So this is what you mean by innovation. So it's teamwork, it's a lot of factors coming together. So for that's the innovation funnel, like from the beginning, like with lot of ideas, how you can choose the best idea and move forward. So this is innovation.